Today we'll just be doing a quick overview of the observer pattern. This is one of the most common design patterns you'll see in game development, so we'll just give a quick overview of what it does. You kind of use it mainly in Unity to create decoupled systems where components can react to each other without direct references, which means your player script doesn't need to reference everything at the top. So maybe before you were referencing your audio controller, your UI controller. Now you don't need to have any of that. You just need an event and listeners to the event. While it is very good, there are sometimes you shouldn't use the observer pattern. So it's overkill when you need like high performance systems. So like if you have an object pool, a game update manager, player movement, in those cases you do want to reference the class directly, as you don't want to be calling events 60 times a second. And as well, if you have different scripts in the same object, you can just use a get component call and reference that in Wake instead of having to use events to communicate, because then it would be overkill. Now we're going to get into a quick code implementation. So here is what a health script might look like on your player. Here we have like a serialized field, camera controller, and our audio controller. And you can see here in our take damage script, we're saying camera controller.shake camera and audio controller.play hit sound. So we're going to upgrade this to the observer pattern. So we're going to delete these references. So that's the thing, you don't need a reference anymore. And we're going to make a public static event action. And we'll just say on player damaged for now. Here we go. And now using a static event action is fine for beginner implementation, but when in further videos, we'll go into more advanced ways of how to properly implement event architecture in your Unity games. But for now, this is all right. So then we're going to delete these, and all we're going to say is on player damaged invoke. And this question mark is a null check. So you can see there, no more references. All we have is our event. And when our player is damaged, we are invoking the event. So we're sending out our signal. Now here in our camera controller, since we're not referenced anymore, we want to listen to this event. So this is where you take advantage of private void on enable. You may or may not have seen this before. This is just when your object gets enabled in the scene. And we're going to say player health dot on player damaged plus equals shake camera. And this, we're subscribing this event to happen when the player is damaged. So this is empty now, but let's just say, for example, shake camera in here. And now this is set up so that whenever it's called, so now this is set up so that whenever the player is damaged, the camera shakes. So think of it as just like you're adding functions to happen on top of the event. And then the important step is you're subscribing, but you also have to unsubscribe. So you always need your on enable and then on disable. On enable plus equals, on disable minus equals. And then same thing for our audio controller. We'll say private void on enable player health dot on player damaged plus equals play hit sound, and private void on disable minus equals play hit sound. So there we go. You can see already now that it's very easy to set up once you understand the concept. So now you can imagine all our other scripts on top of this. So let's say UI, what else? Maybe cutscenes, music changing. If you get low, instead of having to reference all of your controllers in your health script, you just, in your own scripts by themselves, you have an on enable, on disable, a subscription, and an unsubscription. So yeah, that's that for the observer pattern, just a brief introduction. Once you're comfortable with this and developing a solid understanding of this pattern, you'll be capable of developing better structured and more scalable systems for your games, and it opens up a lot of possibilities once you're able to kind of take this step forward. So yeah, if you found this helpful, subscribe. Be sure to check out the document website to go along with this. If you're working along, there's some code examples and a brief overview of this video. Otherwise, subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one. See you.